Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They trying to stop the shine on the niggas right now. They trying to stop the shine on the niggas right now, but we back.
Yeah, man.
They trying to shine. We gonna shine.
They trying to shut us down. They trying to shut us down.
Trying to shut us down.
So, old boy's back to his old things again. Zuckerberg.
Yeah. So,
we can't go live on Facebook. But,
for 26 days, imagine that. I don't even know what I said last week.
Right, but they told us we in Facebook jail, basically.
Yeah.
So we don't know what we did.
We need money for the commissary, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Need beans, right? You know what I'm saying? Beans, right? Need all that shit.
Yeah, man. So we definitely need those funds to be allocated.
You need funds to be allocated, you know what I mean?
Help us out,
Yeah.
All right, so this is episode 224. Welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howard. Oh, real quick. Tech for President 2020.
Yes, sir.
Let's clap that
Tech
up.
for President.
Tech for President.
Y'all know
Smith and Wesson. Tech for President.
Yeah, man.
Tech for President 2024.
We'll explain all that later.
I'll explain that in the detail. But tech for President.
Yes, sir. So, how was your week this week?
Man, week was okay. Not to get too personal, I took my girlfriend to the hospital to get her personal surgery and whatnot. She's dealing with some, problems downstairs, and won't get into that. But it seems promising. I think, I think she's getting, things are doing a whole lot better.
That's good. That's good.
So, yeah, man.
That's good, man. Anytime a surgery or whatever it is helps, that's always a good thing. So, matter of fact, let's clap that up.
Yeah, let's clap it up, man.
Clap it up for
the
Cuba, man.
Yeah. How was your week, sir?
My week was all right, man. Nothing too strenuous. Went by kind of quick.
Yeah.
Just another normal week. Nothing too strenuous. Just hate that we had to lose another rapper. Takeoff.
Yeah, man.
That was a hard part of the week. It's like, dang, dude was just so young, man. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into all of that. But yeah, overall, I had a pretty good week. It went by fast, and we here again. So. Episode 224.
224.
Don't forget, hit the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and
sisters.
We need funds allocated. Because we in jail right now.
Yeah, man.
All right? We need the funds
We need y'all to put something on our books.
Put something on the books. You know what I'm saying?
Help us get out of Facebook jail.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, anyway, man, so, but yeah, we should probably go ahead and, get to condolences and all of that, because we did lose our brother Takeoff, a.k.a. Kershnik Kari Ball, which was his government name. And, he was only, what was it, 28? Yeah, man.
Which is kind of crazy in that.
Yeah.
I won't get into that.
Very crazy, but...
Because I thought they was off that whole, Club 27 thing.
Right.
But I ain't gonna say too much.
But just saying, he's still young, and I hate that he was in the wrong place. When those shots went out. We also lost another young rapper by the name of E.Baby. He was a Harlem rapper, a drill rapper, only 17 years old.
Dang.
But he died. He actually took himself out. He is reported to have committed suicide and shot himself. Nobody knows. They haven't really talked about why, but I don't know if it was like a depression type of deal, but he came out around 2020 and, dropped a joint called Ready for War. And then, he had a new joint he had just dropped earlier this year in March. And then he dropped another song just a month ago in September. So, he was well on his way coming up in the game, and, a lot of people was really feeling his music. I believe he had like 191,000 followers, so he was doing pretty good for a young man. But, so I don't know, man, but, I hate that, he got to that point where he had to take his own life. You can't really justify, I don't know, man. I don't even want to talk about that, because that just breaks my heart to hear that, man. So, but But yeah, he was only 17, so I mean, that early in the game, and you already making major noise in the game.
Yeah, facts.
So either way, let's take a moment and give them some condolences, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about Takeoff's situation because that situation is kind of blowing up a lot. So yeah, let's give them a moment of silence just to pay our respects. All right, thank y'all for doing that with us.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Make sure that because I gotta make sure let me cut that. Because I did it for I did it for the other phone, but I forgot since I ain't using that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I think we good now. Okay.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Nah, you good, man. So yeah, but that's I don't want to cut the E-Dot baby situation short, but I don't know much about his situation, but that's all I do know so far. The information I just gave. But when it comes to the Takeoff situation, you know what I mean? He was still pretty young himself, and according to the reports, there was a dice game going on. There's been some back and forth about whether that's what was really happening or not, but supposedly there was a dice game, and arguments got out of hand because I guess somebody probably didn't want to be the loser, blah blah blah, that kind of bickering. I mean, I shot dice before, and it does get heavy arguments. You know what I mean? Somebody will say something didn't roll right or something like that, or hit something, and somebody start, nah, I saw it was this, and nah, I saw it was that.
Dang, it'll be like that. But what was it? On Friday, I won. Give me my money. You lost. I what? You lost.
Yes, sir. Classic, man. Classic.
Debo.
But yeah, man. I just supposedly, this was more of an accidental type of shot. Where the dude, I guess, assumed that somebody else did something, so he pulled out his gun and accidentally shot. I don't know, man, but there's also been a report that said that the dude who shot Takeoff has been caught and murdered. But that's not substantiated yet. We don't know for sure. That's an allegedly situation. Allegedly. So just wanted to kind of mention that. But what do you think about this whole situation, man?
Again, like I said, my condolence to, Takeoff, his family. The Migos in general. The Migos actually, Quavo in particular, actually took a look at our show, gave us some critiques.
Yeah.
We're forever thankful for that. We thank you for, being as big as you are,
right.
Taking time out to watch our show.
Yeah, definitely appreciated that.
I just wanted, as far as like the stuff, I'm not going to really go into speculation. I just wanted to take time to, actually just give him his flowers. Unfortunately, Takeoff was actually, for what I understand, because I like I said, I wasn't really like a Migos head like that, but
yeah,
I understood he kind of put the group together. I didn't really know that.
Yeah.
One thing I appreciated about the Migos, like I said, when they started coming around, they came around in a time where like the pretty much single acts dominated. Like you had to,
right.
It was just like a one man show. But
yeah.
the fact that they brought a group out, and then they kind of had, not that they were Das Effects when I say this, but they kind of had that triplet type of flow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That it was watered down for, but they had their own little joint. And yeah, man, I mean, as far as like them being a group, I really appreciate that from them. I appreciate them doing that. A lot, you can say what you say about the South, but certain stuff like the whole essence and spirits of it.
Right.
There are things that get right. Like when like I said, with Little John and East Side Boys,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? They came in at a time where like, the DJ wasn't getting respect. Little John is actually bigger than the MCs, which is
Right,
actually, that's how it was supposed to be. So he did, you know what I'm saying, in that whole spirit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to give the South its flowers. I'm giving Takeoff his flowers. I'm sorry that this happened.
Yeah, man.
I don't, I'm not gonna sit here and say, this, that, and the third happened, but it's just unfortunate, man. It's just unfortunate.
It really is.
Yeah, it's just another young prominent, rapper dying, and it just sucks, man, because really the Migos is done. It ain't nothing. I mean, they can do their solo joints, but as far as like a group, that's it. Like this ain't like like one of these rock groups. Like, okay, we could replace a drummer, or we could replace, what I'm saying, we could do this. Nah, that was like the core group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was like a founder member of the group. You're not gonna replace him. You ain't gonna be able to.
You really can, and I mean, I just hope that Quavo and Offset can kind of mend their differences, because I know they had some issues, and I don't think they hate each other, but I hope that this situation can kind of help them say, you know what, fuck all that dumb shit that we was disagreeing about. Let's just
yeah, they all family too.
Let's just show love with each other.
Like they literally all family. So
Takeoff Offset related to him. Cause I know Quavo and Takeoff were related.
I think they're all family.
Okay, I know. Yeah,
for what I understand, yeah, I think they're all family. That's why they got together.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure, but I knew the two.
Allegedly,
right?
Allegedly. But I mean, well, other shit that we're gonna talk about, they all family anyway. But we'll talk about that later. So,
but
hopefully we don't get fucking kicked off.
Right. We love you, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Zuckerberg. We fucking love you, man.
But yeah, I mean, and
I'll see you in the yard, nigga.
Right.
I don't know what's gonna happen, man.
But yeah, I just, I really just, hate that we lost another young rapper. And, I just want to say, to everybody out there, man, be careful out in these streets, man. Don't let these small disagreements turn into bloody arguments. You know what I mean? Because it don't really never need to go that far. But I know I'm from the hood. I know how them dice games go, and I know it can get heated. But you got to tell yourself there's no reason for me to get heated over this. Now, I want to mention this because I'm not 100%, but I've been told that when they were gambling and doing this dice game, I can't remember if it said it was Takeoff or Quavo, but it might have been Takeoff, I'm not sure, but one of them supposedly was down a lot of money, like $100,000. And so because they were losing so much, they were going to bet their Migos chain because they were desperate. I ain't got no more money, but here, let me put my Migos chain. And right before they got to do that, that's when the whole thing jumped off. So I hope that's not correct. I hope that's not true, because it should never get that far where you lost $100,000 and you getting so desperate. Now you like, well, here, let me put my chain up. You know what I mean? That's your chain is supposed to be, a part of your whole, your whole representation of the group and all of that. Like the Rockefeller chain.
Yeah.
All of that. That's just part of the whole situation, so people know. And so it's not that you have to have it, but it's like you should never get that desperate where you like, let me take the shirt off my back. Let me put my shoes up. I don't know, but my thing is, if you betting and you already lost $100,000, this ain't your game, bro. You might want to just bow out and just say, look, I'm losing, so it's clear. This ain't my night. I don't know what happened, but that's what I was told, that one of them was down a bunch of money and was about to bet their chain. So
and for real, like I told you, man, just stay the fuck out of Houston.
Yeah.
I just, because there's so many rappers that got robbed in Houston.
Right.
There's so much shit that happened in Houston. Man, if I was a promoter or doing a show or whatever, it's like, look, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to say, we'll shake the hands of who we need to shake.
Right.
We'll check in whoever we need to check in with.
Yeah.
After that, we getting the fuck up out of here.
Right.
Because Houston is hot.
Houston is hot. Chicago is hot.
But Chicago never cooled down.
Yeah, Chicago always hot. California's hot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
but they ain't never cooled down because of forest fires. But you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes,
Smokey
California is one big forest fire.
Yeah, Smokey out here crying hard.
Smokey like
you niggas up there, I'm trying to get this fire out. Y'all keep throwing your cigarette ashes out.
Right. Smokey like, we need funds allocated to save the forest.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
well, we're crying with this $2 Indian over here.
Right. You know?
Goddamn.
But yeah, don't shut us down for talking bad on Smokey, you know. Smokey the man.
Yeah.
Smokey!
Okay.
But yeah, so we just throwing a little bit of light humor in there, but it's really it is hard to see all these young rappers, man.
Yeah, man.
Go out like that. So y'all keep them in your prayers. Send condolences to the families, and just keep your family safe, man. Teach your family that it ain't that important to be getting into this heated bullshit. You know what I mean? It just ain't.
No.
So anyway, I guess we can go ahead and move on a little bit onto a lighter note. Let's go ahead and jump into our question of the day, because how we found this dope little list of producers that he sent me, and it was a question of, if you were making an album, which 2 producers would you use? And I'm sorry, I took your question of the day.
Oh, no, it's all cool.
But that was what the question of the day was.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
If it was up to you, which 2 producers would you use? And it had a lot of great producers on there. You know what I mean? It had Kanye was on there, Primo, Jay Dilla. I think Dr. Dre was up there, RZA. Who
was
else?
Havoc on there?
I don't think so, actually.
God, they should have put
Yeah,
Havoc.
I think Madlib might have been up there.
And they should have put down Beat Miners.
Yeah, Beat Miners.
Beat Miners got some shit,
they
boy.
They really do. Alchemist was up there. Who else? Anybody else you can think of was up there?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Alchemist.
We'll put it up on the screen too.
Yeah,
on the playback. But yeah, anybody else you can throw out there that I missed? RZA, Primo.
Do we? Yeah, I mean Pete Rock is on there.
Pete Rock, I didn't
Pete
say
Rock
that.
is definitely on there.
So yeah, but it was basically saying that you had to only pick 2, and it was a hard choice, man, because there was a lot of them up there.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was real dope.
But then it also left out some people that, they're dope too. Like I said, Havoc, man.
Exactly.
Even though, like,
Havoc.
he was,
Q-Tip could be up there.
Yep.
Q-Tip is a dope producer.
Yep.
Who else?
45, was it 45 King?
That's my man. 45 Kings, yeah, they could be up there. The one that works with Just Ice, Mantronics, he could be up there. He makes some pretty dope beats. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of producers, man. We could spend all day naming producers, but it was a hard choice, but I picked Primo and Jay Dilla. Those, those for me, I could not say no to them too. Everybody else was like top tier, but I was like, yeah, if I had to, I could say no to you. But those 2, I just couldn't say no to. So, did you ever come up with 2 that you would pick?
It would have to be Primo would be one of them, like hands down.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't. Someone told me a long time ago that you ain't rapping if you ain't on a Primo.
Man, I'm telling you.
So, I mean, it would be Preem, and I would say Dilla, but I'll be honest with you.
Oh, what's my man for Cypress Hill?
Muggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Almost forgot about him.
I would do Primo and Muggs.
Okay. Yeah, Muggs is dope.
And if I could sneak, try to get Alchemist in.
Okay.
If I could
He's
sneak.
Muggs +1.
Yeah, I can sneak. Yeah, if I could sneak. Yeah, but yeah, man, like Dilla's cool. I'm not saying that he ain't. I just, I like Slum Village and stuff. I just didn't really get a chance to really get fully immersed in him with him until, like, even after he passed away.
Yeah.
I just, but I knew about Slum Village and all that stuff. I just didn't, get get the whole essence of Dilla.
Okay.
But Dilla's dope. Dilla's very, I mean, like methodical, like how methodical he is.
Yeah.
Like he had, I think there was something where like he was actually doing like he had every like drum track isolated, and the way he isolated it was like he did this and made this snare like do its own thing. Like I can't even explain it, but man, yeah, he was dope. Hey man, that man, for that man after he's dead. Like, I think Flea from the Chili Peppers got a Dilla joint and was crying.
Exactly.
Crying, said, this makes me happy. Because, I mean, he understood what that man did.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Dilla was masterful. Shout out to Dilla, man.
He had a bunch of beats left over from after he passed. So, it's been a lot of people trying to use, like, you know, his crates full of beats and stuff. So,
yeah.
But they also had Timberland and Swiss Beats were on the list, too.
I use Timberland.
Yeah, I would use Timberland. Swiss Beats is dope, but Timberland, no matter what he releases, I'm like, yeah, I could rock with that. No. I can always recognize a Timberland beat. I can almost recognize Swiss most times, like probably 8 to 9 out of 10. But Timberland, 10 out of 10, I can always say that's a Timberland beat. You know, you can always just tell.
No. Man, the beat trash. It's trash. But people like it, you know what I'm saying? So we use it, you know what I'm saying? The beat trash. I don't want that shit. But they like it. They like it. Well, one thing I can say about Swiss though, like I said, he ain't my favorite producer, but one thing I can say about him is just I think, especially like with X and Drag On, and you know, I think he knew how to cater. Yeah, I'll give him that. Like he's got an ear for that, so I can't take that away from him.
Absolutely.
I just don't think he's, you know what I'm saying. He's not like somebody I would just, you know, knock the door down and be like, yeah, Swiss produced my album. Nah. I'm sorry. But I like Swiss.
He dope. I mean, his beats have a lot of broad appeal. You know, they can reach larger audiences than some other producers. So I'll give him that. I mean, like you said, he knows how to cater a beat to a situation. Another one I think who's on there was Pharrell. I think he was up there.
Oh yeah, I would get Pharrell to do my shit. Pharrell gonna be, man, shit, get Snoop in there, yo. Get that, man, we get smooth up as because you know we gonna be smoking and shit.
Right. Yes, sir.
Snoop's like, yeah, you gonna have to smoke this nephew.
Right.
Like, all right.
But y'all let us know in the comments, you know, what y'all think. You know, who would your best 2 producers be for your album if you could only pick 2? Don't have to be anybody. It might not even be on the list. You know, you might know some other producers that might not even make it to the list. So put it in the comments. You know, let us know. So we can have a conversation about that.
Yep. I'm gonna turn the speaker back on.
Yeah.
Cut off. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. We got our speaker box love below situation going on.
No speaker box.
Yeah, man. But all right. I guess we can go ahead and move on to some birthdays. Only had a couple here, a handful. So on November 3rd, we have my man Sticky Fingers from Onyx. Shout out to Sticky. He actually got some new music out. No, actually, Frederick got some new music out. I almost messed that up. All right. But happy birthday to Sticky. On the 4th, we have my man Diddy and Cool Rock Ski, the legend. Okay. So happy birthday to them. Cool Rock Ski is a legend from the Fat Boys. I can't do that. He's the last surviving member of that group, which, you know, to me, man, a lot of people don't really talk about them much, but man, they had a huge impact on me. Because I was beatboxing like crazy after hearing them. Dougie Fresh was always dope, but for some reason, something about Buff from the Fat Boys, when he beatboxed, I was like, yo, I like that shit right there.
Yeah, if it was like, them, Dougie Fresh, Biz Mark.
Biz too. Biz was another one that made me want to beatbox.
Yeah, man.
So happy birthday to Cool Rock Ski. On November 8th, coming up, we got my man Tech Nine from the Midwest.
Stamina. I can't do this.
Man, that dude is incredible with the lyrics. And then also on that same day, Shine from the Bad Boy fame, you know, he's now part of the the Hewish community.
Yeah, the Jewish community.
But so shout out to him. Happy birthday to both of them.
Gonna be a part of them, and you are. Well, I'm gonna shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna leave it alone.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Just spend another 26 days and shit.
All right. On November 9th, we got a few. We got my man Big Pun. Happy birthday and rest in peace to him.
Yes, sir.
Also, Face Mob, you know what I mean? Scarface, happy birthday. Roxanne Shantae on the same day. Salt and Pepper. We got Pepper from Salt and Pepper.
Oh, they got the star. That's something. They got the star on Hollywood
Walk of Fame.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know about that. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Also on November 9th, my man Chic Luch. You know what I mean? Silverback Gorilla and my man Terminology. So happy birthday to all of them. And then on November 10th, we got Eve from the Rough Riders and my man Warren G from the West Coast.
G.
So happy birthday to all of them. Let's give them all some claps.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there we go.
Yes, sir. Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find
Mr. Warren G.
Man, listen. That will forever be a classic, man.
Man,
forever.
When I was going to the state board, me and my supervisor, you know, I was taking him up there to be my model and stuff, and it's back when we listened to Pandora and shit.
Right.
But they had the mix. They had that regulated mix with the Norm Macdonald joint.
Oh,
they killed that shit. It's like, cause every time they do the little chorus joint, that do 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 do. So what they do, they would play, you know, like going through the east side, look at Warren G, you know, we're gonna have to regulate, and then bring in Norm and us like, again. Oh, you love it. Yo, they killed that shit.
Yeah.
I can never find that mix.
I heard that before, but I remember that now that you mention it. Yeah.
Yo, cause that was dope.
Not Norm Macdonald, Michael Macdonald.
Michael Macdonald. Yeah, not Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald was a comedian that died.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, he got my name wrong. Hey, what are you doing?
Norm Macdonald. That dude was funny, man.
Yeah, man.
He did some voices on Family Guy for a little while too. But anyway, so that's it for the birthdays. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. We can go ahead and talk about some new music. So speaking of Takeoff and Quavo, they have released this song called Messy because they were just doing their new album that only built for Infinity Links. You know, which I did find out more about that. You know, it said that they did kind of talk to Raekwon, you know, to kind of let them know, you know, this is not us trying to get at you or anything like that. We just wanted to make sure you were okay with it, and you know, they kind of got their blessing on that, so that was dope. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so the song, there's a lot of controversy about that. Some people are saying, I didn't see it yet, but some people say in the video, there's some situations that kind of foreshadow his death.
Yeah, I've heard about that
like,
too.
what?
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that because I didn't. That would be kind of weird and eerie if that happened. But anyway, so they dropped their song "Messy," which is doing pretty good. 38 Special dropped a new song called "Can't Show Love Part 2." Snoop dropped a joint featuring Daz Dillinger and Raphael Sadiq called "Midnight Love."
All right.
So yeah, that was pretty dope. Ice Cube, I saw a new song by him called Hood Robin. You know what I mean? I play on the words Robin Hood. You know what I mean? Hood Robin. Fredro, as I was saying earlier, he's dropping a new album. I don't know if it's out yet, but I think it might be because I heard like 4 different songs off it. He got a song called Jazzmatic.
Okay.
He got a song called The Plug's Wife. He got a new song called New Ashton and a new song called Heartbeat. So I think he's gonna be dropping like a solo album. I think it's gonna be kind of on that more jazzy tip, like Jazzmatazz a little bit.
Okay,
yeah, because I heard those songs and they all kind of got that jazz feel to them. So shout out to him. Busta Rhymes dropped a new joint called "You'll Never Find." Dope. You know what I mean? So that's off the heels of the success of his new song with Big Daddy Kane. Doing well. Did you ever get a chance to hear that joint?
I didn't listen to that joint.
Man, yeah, that's dope, man. They took that old Just Rhyming with the Biz beat from Biz and Kane Yeah, that's.
I thought that was Master Ace.
That
Oh, that's the
you talking about Me and the Biz?
Yeah. You right.
On Big Daddy Kane's album, he got a song called "Just Rhyming with Biz," and they use that beat.
If I was school, yo, I'd be the principal. Oh, fuck it. The
Kane's
Kane's invincible.
Yeah, man. To be specific, I may die one day, but my rhymes will remain like a hieroglyphic. That's one of the dopest rhymes or bars from Kane, in my opinion. And I mean, he literally let y'all know, no matter what happened to me, you'll never forget my rhymes.
No.
To be specific, I may die one day, but my rhymes will remain like a hieroglyphic. Come on, man. Can we just clap it up for Kane?
Yeah, we clap that up for Kane. We clap that up for Kane.
Yeah, man.
That's when you had to be MC.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't do none of this shit. Boy, that's when you had to rap.
You had to move the crowd, man.
You had to rap.
So, and then...